Concentric circles swirl with a photo of Judy Human at the center. The human perspective. Judy Human is a white woman in her early 70s with dark hair extending over her ears. She wears glasses and red lipstick and uses a motorized wheelchair. Shane and Hannah Burcaw are seated together. Shane is a white man in his late 20s with dark hair and a long, thin face and narrow shoulders who uses a motorized wheelchair. Hannah is a white woman of about the same age with long dark hair streaked with blonde. They appear in a split screen video interview with Judy at left.
Welcome back to the Human Perspective. I'm very excited today for a number of reasons. Interviewing Shane and Hannah Burcaw is really a privilege. And for those of you who know me, and if you've seen my work over the years, you know that I can be an emotional person. I can be
Black and white video footage.
loud and proud and speaking up. I can also, in the middle of all that, get quite emotional and almost, cry, but I don't allow myself to cry because I also want to keep speaking and I can't keep speaking if I'm crying. One of the reasons it's been very emotional for me is to see, here we go, how both of us had our disabilities since we were young.
A photo of young Judy in a wheelchair outside a van. A photo of Shane as a
But
teenager.
our life experiences have been pretty significantly different because of laws that are in place today that were not in place when I was growing up.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for having us today. Hannah and I look up to you so much and all that you've accomplished in your lifetime with many other people in what you've done for the disability rights movement. And as you just said, many of the laws that I was able to take for granted when I was born are because of you and the people that you worked with to make them happen. So I can't really convey how much I appreciate that. As I get older, I'm realizing more and more how lucky I am to be born when I was. And that's because of you. So to be here today,
Thousands of others.
and thousands of others, exactly. But with all of you working so hard to make that happen, I was able to live a very successful, happy, productive life.
I want to ask both of you, your work, you're quite an open book. And there are a lot of similarities, Shane, in things that you have gotten into talking about regarding sexuality, as an example. But the question that I would like to ask both of you is, how do you feel being so open about who you are and the comments that you get from people? And do you believe that this openness is helping to bring about some change in a way that allows people to see that, we as disabled individuals, as disabled and non-disabled individuals, have the same goals and aspirations and sexual desires as others?
Speaking specifically about sex and intimacy, for a while, like years, that was a topic that we didn't really bring up because we didn't feel comfortable sharing that part of our life. We felt that that should be private and not for the world to know. Um, we began getting so many messages from other disabled people or their non-disabled partners just asking for innocent like information. Like, I don't know how to get into the world of dating. I use a wheelchair. Do you have any advice? And it became apparent that there is a lot of misinformation out there about disability and sexuality.
And we saw so many comments from people commenting on our channel saying things like, I can't believe she would give up, intimacy to be with him. I can't believe she would give up having kids to be with him. Like all of these things that people just assumed Shane was incapable of, and I had given up in our relationship.
Yeah, and when you think about it, if there are thousands and thousands of people out there that believe that disabled people are not sexual beings, that's a problem, and that obviously contributes to the wider spread societal stigma that exists for disability. So Hannah and I, after a lot of conversations, were like, all right, we're gonna talk about our sex life. We're gonna keep it respectful and educational. But we did it, and the response was overwhelmingly positive. We get emails all the time now from disabled people and non-disabled people saying like, thank you, you've helped give me the confidence and information to feel comfortable like with my own sexuality and like to go out there and find a partner. So it's those emails that really make us happy that we did it. Yeah.
I don't think it's thousands of people who view us as asexual, non-sexual, or people, Hannah, in your situation as a spouse and what you're giving up for whatever reason. But I think it's millions of people.
Yeah. No,
And I think that's really the issue. And so I think it's been really very positive that both of you open yourselves up to such open and honest discussions. And I also feel like we're all storytellers and we want people to tell their stories, right?
yeah, absolutely. We say that often on our channel that we need more disability representation out there in the world. I mean, the biggest when I was a teenager, I was filled with doubt that I would ever have a real relationship because I didn't see examples of that in the media that I was consuming. So yeah, I think that whenever a disabled person has the opportunity to share their story, if that's something that they're comfortable with, it's so needed in our world right now.
I guess another point that I want to bring up, and that is the issue of personal assistance services. You speak really very powerfully in the book about your need for assistance. And my needs are not as extensive as yours, but very similar. And I think this issue of the average person not understanding the amount of money that we have to spend on personal assistance if we choose to work.
Yep.
Do you speak with other disabled individuals a lot about the issue of the importance of personal assistance and how it's helped change your life?
Yeah. Give me your thoughts.
He glances toward Hannah.
People ask you a lot, like what they should do, basically.
Yeah.
Shane gets a lot of emails from disabled people asking, like,
how do I move out?
Yeah, how do I move out to my own place? Like, how did you have a job and afford it? Like, there's just a lot of, it's a really difficult situation, and people ask a lot about it.
And the fact is, like, I don't receive any sort of government support because of my income and assets. And that's another area that people are often shocked when they learn that you're not allowed to have more than $2,000 in your bank account, and it varies, here and there. But it's something that has really factored into our life as we've begun thinking about having children. Because if Hannah is pregnant, it's going to be difficult for her to take care of me. She's my primary caregiver right now, and so we ran the numbers on hiring caregivers without any government support, and it's just not in our budget. It's impossible, and we have good careers. So yeah, it's frustrating, and we hear it all the time from other disabled people who cannot get the support that they need.
I mean, I pay for everything myself also.
Yeah.
And spend more than $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
On personal assistance. And, I believe that I speak about this now with COVID and how, people are talking about 40% of people in nursing homes dying and other restricted living arrangements. And yet we really, as a society, have not grappled with the need for federally and state supported personal assistance services where we can be hiring and training our own workers if we wish to be doing that,
Yeah.
and where workers can be getting an appropriate wage.
Yeah.
But I think, again, one of the reasons why I have been so excited about learning more about both of you and having this discussion today is because of things that we've done and others are doing to really publicly speak about issues that people are experiencing every day and making it something which is no longer a discussion that should be hidden. But when we look at the totality of who we are, we're living, breathing human beings who wish to have relationships or not, who wish to work, who wish to be valued and be a part of the community.
I, earlier in my life, lived with this idea that I was a burden to the people in my life. I require help, as you know, with many aspects of daily living. And at times, I really, internalized this idea that I am a burden to the people that help me. And it was not a healthy way of looking at my disability. And Hannah, in the 5 years that we've been together, has helped me move to such a more positive way of thinking about my disability. But Hannah has been phenomenal at showing that caregiving doesn't need to be a burden, and that the person on the receiving end doesn't need to feel bad for needing care. So it's been a really cool thing about our relationship.
I don't use the word caregiving. I use the word personal assistant.
Yeah.
I don't use the word care because I feel like it's something which is not equal. It's someone taking care of someone.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, the two of you take care of each other in many ways. But I want to say that I very much relate to your thinking and your expression of the term burden.
Yeah.
Because, I use different words or just emotions, but and that's when I can get like emotional. It's needing to ask people for assistance, and where it feels atypical.
Yeah.
And in reality, people ask each other for things all the time.
Yeah.
When it's in this box of something which is like normal, nobody really thinks much about it.
Sure.
But when it's like, give me the urinal, in your case, help get your penis into the urinal. In my case, it's help move my butt over the toilet and pull my pants down.
Yeah.
And, if I pee on the seat by mistake, please wipe it up. It's all these things that really go outside of what people normally think of. So I'm really glad that you raised that, because for me and others, it's not a new issue.
Yeah.
But it really does enable a broader discussion. And I guess, now that I'm 73, one of the other issues that I think is really important is the intergenerational issue of disability. And also, while we today have been speaking a lot about physical disability, people with physical disabilities, the work and the vision that we have goes way beyond just addressing people who have physical disabilities.
Yeah.
It's really a changing of the way we think as disabled individuals about how other people view us as disabled individuals with visible or invisible disabilities. And ultimately, I think what we're all speaking about is changing our societies around the world to really learn about what we all are able to contribute and want to contribute.
That's
so
funny.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Judy, and have a great day. Thank you again.
Judy's contact information and a black and white photo of Judy outdoors speaking into a microphone and wearing a sign 504 button.